Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast update for the Northeast. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, the storm system that you've probably been hearing about a lot over the last several days is beginning to organize across the central and southern plains, dropping a little bit of light snow from Kansas up to Nebraska, down to Texas and Oklahoma, off into eastern Colorado today. It'll drop a little bit of light snow across portions of the eastern Corn Belt tonight into tomorrow morning, before then moving on into New England as a major winter storm as we get into tomorrow night and Thursday. Again, hit or miss light snow flurries from Nebraska down to the Red River today. A little bit of light lake effect snow across upstate and western New York as we head through the day today. Otherwise quiet, the quiet before the storm here. 20s and 30s across the region for your temperatures early on this Tuesday morning. Here's a look at the surface map. Again, quiet across New England today. As we head into tomorrow, though, the storm system across the central and southern plains this morning lifts off to the east-northeast. Area of low pressure at sunrise tomorrow should be right around the Ohio River between Illinois and Indiana and Kentucky. Some light snow again across the eastern Corn Belt before this thing continues to move off to the east-northeast, dropping a swath of significant snow across portions of the Northeast. We'll talk about that here in depth over this video. As we look at the hazards map on Tuesday morning, winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings in the central and southern plains, winter storm warnings across parts of Virginia up into much of Pennsylvania, off east into New Jersey, with a winter storm watch surrounding that. Total liquid precipitation between now and Tuesday morning. As we look at the Northeast, again, anywhere from a trace off to the north, which is going to be a little bit too far north for this storm system, across northern portions of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, up to around a few tenths of an inch as you get down into central portions of New York, central and southern portions of New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. And then as we get all the way down into the core of the system here across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, off into Long Island, that's where we're talking about anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2 inches of total liquid equivalent here. That adds up to a snowfall forecast maximum here of anywhere from 12 to 18 inches of snow, where you see that pink shading there. And again, that's from Virginia up through central portions of Pennsylvania. Heaviest amount likely across eastern Pennsylvania into northern New Jersey. That's where we could see anywhere from 16 to 20 inches of snow, wind-driven snow, as we head through Wednesday night into Thursday. Strong winds anywhere from 40 to 50 miles per hour gusting out of the east-northeast. You head off to the north, the snow cutoff line likely going to be right through the middle of New York State, southern portions of New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, where we'll see anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow, with no snow expected as you head off to northern portions of those states. So the timing here, as we pull up the NAM model, we'll watch this system organize quickly off to the west, southwest, as we head through the day today. This is midnight tonight and then sunrise tomorrow morning. We're still quiet across New England. It's not until we get to Wednesday night, Wednesday evening, we start to see the first snow spreading into Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Snow likely kicking off across the hardest hit regions here, eastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey, as we get into Wednesday evening, the dinner hour on Wednesday, into Wednesday night. It's possible now, we'll really have to watch that line right here between sub-freezing and above freezing temperatures here, where that cutoff line is going to be. That's often very close to where the heaviest snowfall. So big differences here as this storm system wiggles north and south in the forecast models over the next 12 hours. So go easy on your local meteorologists in that region as they try and splice through some of the specifics. But here's the upper level pattern driving all of this. Again, here's the system right now rounding the base of this trough. This is the wave right now that brought the cold air to the region over the last 24 to 48 hours. We'll take the drawings off, and then we'll take this a little bit into tonight. This is when that system is rounding the base here, pushing into the eastern Corn Belt, that light snow falling across parts of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, as we get into Wednesday morning. And then as we get into Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, this is when that system is now swinging right into New England. And so we've got upper-level winds not only speeding up as they round the base of this trough, but fanning out. We've got upper-level divergence. And what happens when these upper-level winds are spreading out, fanning out above our heads, something's got to fill the void left by that air fanning out, so we bring it up from the lower levels. We get rising motion through the column of the atmosphere. That rising vertical motion, that leads to condensation, the development of our clouds, and then wringing some of that moisture out, which in this case we will have a lot of it, a lot of rising motion, a lot of moisture, a lot of snow across the region. So let's take a look then at the European model. Same timing here. That snow across parts of the central and southern plains today, the eastern Corn Belt tonight into tomorrow morning, and then it is a full-on winter storm across the Northeast as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday morning. And again, you can see the tightly packed isobars right through this region. That is strong easterly winds coming around the north side of this system. We'll have flow coming out of the southwest ahead of that, and then out of the northeast, or I'm sorry, out of the northwest on the backside, bringing in that cold air. So just a perfect setup for a classic winter storm across the region, dumping anywhere from 18 to 20 inches of snow, maybe even some locally higher amounts. When does it taper off? It looks like this thing pulls away midday Thursday into Thursday evening. So probably by the time the sun goes down on Thursday evening, most areas running out of snow. We could see some light flurries on the backside of this, but I think we're really going to quiet down as we head into the weekend. It looks like the next system then goes off north of the region, perhaps a snow flurry or two on Sunday, but we get to enjoy whatever gets dumped here over the next 48 to 72 hours because it does look relatively quiet as we head through the weekend and early next week. So straight from the European operational model, its latest snowfall forecast, again, just dumping snow all on top of the western portions of West Virginia, northern portions of Virginia, eastern portions of West Virginia, northern Virginia, and then northern Maryland, central and eastern Pennsylvania on into northern New Jersey, into portions of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and perhaps even Long Island, looking at some significant snow. Probability of picking up an inch or more. Again, much of the Northeast going to see it until you head off toward the north. Again, lower chances for snow as you head toward northern portions of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine over the next week. It's going to be pretty cold on the backside of the system, especially where we get some fresh accumulating snow, but the pattern does trend milder as we head into the back half of the weekend and early next week. So the potential will start to melt this as we get into next week, as really the pattern doesn't want to clash us or plunge us into a real long-lasting deep freeze, at least for now. Your high temperatures over the next 5 days, just to finish this video, your highs from the teens, anywhere down to 30 degrees as you head from north to south across the region. It'll be a bit chillier tomorrow, and then, of course, snow begins Wednesday night into Thursday across the region. Really, temperature's going to be pretty steady as we head through the end of the week.